And good evening, everybody. Suwannee High Bulldog Baseball is now on the air. Thanks for checking out rivercountrysports.com. Tonight, we've got an exciting matchup for you, a 3A FHSAA regional quarterfinal matchup, Game 1 between the Baldwin Indians and the Suwannee Bulldogs. I'm Wayne Luttrell, now introducing the announcing crew tonight on the play-by-play, Mr. Matt Campbell, and doing color tonight, Mr. Tom Daniels.
Yeah, welcome to Booster Field. It's good to be here tonight.
And great night for baseball. Not too hot, certainly not too cold. The Bulldogs will be starting their southpaw, and pretty much they got one guy that bats left-handed, Billy Moran. They got one guy that throws left-handed.
That's right, and that would be
Jason Green.
yes, all right, Grayson Green. It's going to be a little loud, I guess, right here next to us, in between innings. Getting ready to get underway here tonight. We'll announce the lineup as they come up. Grayson Green goes from his windup. First pitch in there called strike one.
Baldwin Indians are 13-12 this year. The Bulldogs 19-6 on a big winning streak.
Second pitch fouled off. Quickly ahead is Grayson Green, 0-2.
And he will probably go tonight as long as he can go, unless there's a big lead, in which they'll pull him and keep him for relief tomorrow.
And again, fouled off. Grayson Green works quickly, a lot of tempo. There's a lot of pitches, not a lot of time in between. We appreciate that. And a high fastball gets the first batter of the game for the Baldwin Indians, and Suwannee will throw around the infield quickly. One out.
I got to tell you, the last game I was here, Suwannee turned 3 double plays. And I don't mean line drive double plays. I mean the
number 7.
The 6-4-3s and the 5-4-3s.
Another strike in there, this time fouled off. Swinging is the batter, Mason Williams.
And they're all been late on his pitches.
Pitch high and in. Evens the count at 1 apiece. Grayson looks in. Gets the sign. Breaking ball in there. Good one. Off pace pitch.
And they waste no time.
No. Coming back to the plate again. Breaking ball. This time fouled off there.
If he hadn't fouled that off, it would have been about a 15-second at bat.
I know, right? Doesn't give us a lot of time to talk about things, and my bookkeeping skills are not up to par, so I'm going to be struggling tonight with this. 1-2 delivery. Fastball fouled off down the right side there, and going to get out of play. Foul off the top of the bullpen area there in batting cages. Late on that fastball again, Tom.
Jason has only thrown 1 ball.
And that pitch is on the outside corner. Strike 3 gets him looking. So back-to-back strikeouts, one via swing, one via the towards K, and quickly 2 outs in the inning. Down goes Williams.
He wasn't crazy about the call, but I got to tell you, the umpire looks like he's about 6'3", 220. So whatever he calls, I'm fine with.
Yeah. And if he's going to give that outside corner like that, you're going to go right after it, Check swing. He goes around, says home plate umpire for strike 1, quickly ahead. 1 strike there.
He is in some kind of like shooting free throws. He's like in a groove.
Dialed in. This was foul tip. Head 0-2 is, I think I had time to say the young man's name, Drew Hartman. He's the DH for the Indians. Grayson gets it and goes again. 0-2 count, 2 outs here. And that's going to be strike 3. Got him looking. That's 3 strikeouts here for the first 3 batters. So after 1/2 inning, Suwannee 0, Indians 0. You're listening to rivercountrysports.com.
The official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Well, then I probably threw maybe 15 pitches.
You are watching the 2025 FHSAA Baseball Regional Quarterfinal here on RiverCountrySports.com. Rights to this live stream of this tournament contest has been granted in the 2025 FHSAA 3A Baseball Championships to RiverCountrySports.com by the Florida High School Athletic Association. Is intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Florida High School Athletic Association is prohibited.
And we're back live here at Booster Field. Beautiful night for baseball. We'll be looking at a right-hander from Baldwin. And if his warm-ups are any indication, he's kind of long and lanky, and looks like we're going to see a bunch of breaking balls.
Yeah, Cooper Fagan, I think that's how you pronounce his name.
Well, you better get better if you're going to do soccer games, because the names get even tougher.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think it's Farah.
Farah. Okay, I just can't read that right.
Like Farah and Farah.
So Farah, maybe his related to one of those lawyers. I ain't sure. Farah and Farah.
Well, it would be nice if the Bulldogs get off to a good start here and put one on the board.
That's right.
Lead off here, Bulldogs.
Coach Moran walking down to the third base coaching spot. And I think that's Reed Baldwin, be the first base coach.
It is correct. Lopez will lead us off here. Number 8 for Suwannee, playing second base. Ferris pitch inside, hits him actually, and that's going to be a take your base right off the bat for Lopez.
And that couldn't have hurt. I think they got more uniform than body.
Yeah.
But we'll see how quick Coach Moran is going to test the arm of the catcher. I don't think he's going to do it with Moran, because Moran's got good power to all fields.
Yeah,
And I'm called a timeout here for a minute while they take some armor off the field. Coach Moran coming down to talk to the umpire about something. I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. They're telling the coaches in the coaches' boxes they've got to put the hard shells on. Safety first, I guess. So here we go. Now the coaches on the first and third base coaching boxes now have their hard shells on, and we'll go back to playing baseball. Jace Moran up. Lopez takes his lead over there. Pretty good sizable lead at first. That ball gets by the first baseman. Lopez is going to round second, probably going to go to third. And he will. He'll go around second, and he'll make it to third base easily, standing up. No throw. And back-to-back kind of unforced errors there with a hit-by pitch and then a wild throw from the pickoff attempt to Scott Lopez in 90 feet away.
Yeah, and if the throw had been on the mark, I think they would have picked Lopez. But now at third base, we'll see how Baldwin plays it. Looks like they're going to play the infield in at the corners, halfway at second and short. And if you're going to play it in, you might as well play it in everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Here comes Farrah's pitch to Moran. He fouls it straight back.
He just missed that one.
Barely missed that pitch. Just a little bit up above the hands. 0-1 to count on Moran.
Well, little Billy just needs to pretty much put it in play. If he hits it to the outfield, it's a run.
Little Billy, I like it. Little Billy. And Farrah's pitch on its way to Moran. Hit to left field. Right at the fielder. He plays it in. He's going to get over his head. That's going to plate one. Moran's heading to second base in there easily with a stand-up double on the misread by the left fielder for the Indians.
He was really lost on that ball, and I don't see a sun in the sky. I think the ball kind of knuckled Moran, a left-handed batter, and if you're left-handed, all sorts of strange things can happen.
13.
And, lost that, rolled all the way up to the wall, and another runner in scoring position with no one out, and your number 3 batter up.
Yep, that's right. Grayson Bonds, the senior, steps in with a runner in scoring position. Suwannee ahead 1-0 here. Nobody out. Bottom of the first. Second baseman holds Moran out there just a little bit. A little peekaboo action. Fastball popped up on the infield to the first baseman, and he'll make the catch and one out there. Spawns goes down with the pop up.
And, you know, sometimes these guys get a little too anxious, and I think that was Bonds.
For 4.
You know, he
Keller
saw a pitch that he could hit and try to jump on it and got too far under it, but still only one out, runner in scoring position. No need in stealing third, but certainly get a good enough lead that you're going to open up the right side of the infield, and a pass ball will get you to third.
Right fielder Kyler Watson steps in for the Dogs. Moran dekes the steal out there at second, and that ball's taken. Kind of a cut fastball for strike one.
Well, this guy is not overpowering, so the big hole between first and second to the right-handed batter means he'll have to go the other way, but it's a big hole.
It is. Not a fan of the second baseman in there like that without getting out, but we'll take it. Farrah holds the runner at second, comes to the plate high, evens the count one apiece.
I think that they're worrying too much about Moran. You know, we got one out. Let's not hit anybody by a pitch. Let's not make a crazy throw. Try to make him put the ball in play and keep the runner from scoring.
Watson waits on the 1-1 delivery. Fastball right in there, strike two.
And I think the pitchers are going to have the benefit of a pretty big strike zone tonight.
Yeah, if his zone's any indication so far, you're going to get in there and better be ready to swing the bat. As long as it's both ways, we're good with it. 1-2 pitch from Farrah. Is on its way now. Fastball fouled away.
And I think
that outside pitch.
I think he'll be fighting off everything with a 2-strike count.
Aggressive right here.
And the second baseman has moved back to his normal position now. I don't think Moran will be running, although the shortstop trying to sneak in behind him.
Pitch foul ball. Barely gets a piece of it as Watson just fouls it straight back. Chased one up and out of the zone. But does get a piece of it to stay alive. 1-2 now. Count for Suwannee.
That one off his hands.
Garcia. That's Gabe Garcia, the shortstop for Suwannee. Waits on deck. Where's number 11? One out. Suwannee leads 1-0. 1-2 count to Watson. Farrah comes set high up about chin level and delivers.
Whoa!
Ball gets away from the catcher. Moran doesn't initially see it, but then gets a good look at it and trots into third base nicely.
I thought it almost hit him.
Evens the count at 2 apiece. Yeah, it was up and in, and
it was a curveball that wasn't going to break and it wasn't going to hurt him if it hit him. But now, only one out, runner at third. Let's see what Baldwin does with the infield.
surprised they're allowing the pitcher Farrah to wear that purplish colored arm sleeve there. It's a little distracting, but usually they don't allow that. 2-2 the count, though, to Watson. Fastball hit deep to left field. And that's back. And I'm talking about way back and gone. 2-run homer by Watson. Wow. No doubt.
And in the old days, that'd be right over the Sports Connection sign in left field.
I was waiting on that. I was waiting to hear that. There it is. The old Sports Connection sign. And Suwannee leads 3-0. And that was a no-doubter off the bat by Watson.
And Watson's brother was up here in the pregame and down there rooting his brother on. And of course, his dad, not a very good baseball player, but a great football player. Yeah.
Absolutely. Just call it like it is, Tom.
Yeah. Oh, no, he can play some football. And the boys can play it both. So there you go.
Gabe Garcia, shortstop for Suwannee, steps in. Farrah comes to the plate. Fastball up and in, gets a strike call there.
It may hit the bat. I'm not sure.
0-1 the count on Garcia. That one misses wide left out of the zone and evens the count at 1 apiece.
Well, 3-0 Bulldogs here in the bottom of the first. Still only one out. So you get a guy on here with one out, you can manufacture another one real quick.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep the foot pedal on the gas here early. Garcia waits for Farrah's pitch. Fastball hit out towards third base and shortstop. Third baseman comes across, fields it, makes a nice throw, and that's 2 outs in the inning.
not a bad play. He did the right thing. He didn't let the ball play him. He charged it, got the good hop, and good throw. 2 down, and before the game, I talked to Coach Moran, and just a number to keep in mind: if you strike out more than 5 times in a game, meaning your team, you usually don't win.
The fastball's up.
And the Dogs don't do a lot of striking out. On the other side, I think we've got 3 Ks.
That's right. Corey Fryer steps in, swings at that one, evens the count at 1 apiece, fouls it off. Boy, playing third base tonight. He plays everywhere. He can play
Anywhere.
just about any position you want him to.
He's like Bert Campaneris,
That's right.
who probably no one remembers. But
Yeah, including me, because I don't know who.
I remember him, Tom.
That fastball catches a little piece of the outside corner and 1-2 the count. And you're doggone right. You got to swing the bat tonight because he's giving a little bit. Is the home plate umpire. 1-2 count, 2 outs. Bottom 1. Fastball swung on and fouled off in the box. Stays alive.
If I said Greg Biggio, would that be any better? Somebody that played 9 positions in a game.
Greg Biggio, yes. I do know who that guy is. Didn't know he played 9 positions in a game.
Yeah, this last season they let him do
1-2 pitch. Way outside. 2-2 now the count to Fryer.
A guy like Fryer, who's an all-star catcher, second baseman, and outfielder, and Fryer can play all of those positions.
2-2 delivery from Farrah. Fastball fouled off over the home dugout. Out into that ditch. It's been there since, well, you probably know how long it's been there.
I may have dug it.
You probably did. Fryer trying to get it done here with 2 outs. 2-2 count. That pitch is just a bit up and away. Full count though.
Fryer wears number 10, same number as Daddy wore. And, I told you I saw Watson's daddy play. I saw Fryer's daddy play. I saw Moran's daddy play. I saw a lot of these daddies play. Bond's daddy.
That ball fouled off again. The 3-2 delivery. We'll do it all over again.
Actually, I did their games on radio.
Yeah.
That's how long ago.
Back when radio was still black and white.
Right.
All right. 3-2 pitch from Farrah on its way to Fryer. Fastball fouled straight back over our head. Fryer is fighting up there. He's competing. You gotta like that.
And the only thing that hasn't changed is me and John Coke.
Yeah, that's true. He is a staple. Definitely. Once again, 3-2 pitch. His fastball hit over towards third base. Third baseman fields it. High chopper. Going to have to get rid of it. Zips it, and it's going to get past the first baseman. Fryer rounds first. And right fielder there to pick it up and collect it, but keep Fryer at second. But going to get credited with probably an error is the third baseman. And,
so you're going to put an E5 in the book.
You're going to put an E5 unless you say that's safe.
No. That wasn't a hit. I just don't know if that was an E5 or an E3. I don't know if that ball was catchable by the first baseman.
Well, it looked like it skipped just in the clay and then went way wide of the bag to me. But
and I don't think he was going to throw Fryer out anyway. But you still have to score that in 8.
Okay. Yeah,
But if he scores a run, we don't care what you scored.
No, we don't care. Right now, we're just all about the runs. Now batting, Hampton Newman, the DH, number 16 for Suwannee. 2 outs. He has a runner in scoring positions. Fryer out there at second. Farrah comes to the plate. Fastball hit over to the right side. Gets it.
Here we come. Play at the plate.
Play at the plate will be. Fryer is in there safe. Face hit by Hampton Newman. And Fryer gets in just under the tag.
We'll have to look at the River Country Sports replay. I'm thinking that call could have gone. What do you think? I think that call could have gone either way.
I think it could have gone either way. I really do. But we'll take it because I saw the umpire say safe, and I thought maybe he got him just by half of a eyelash. But the umpire says safe. That's all that matters now.
Like he was under the tag.
Yeah. And the catcher didn't jump up and down, so I guess that's the case.
So big hit RBI by Newman, and fouling it off as a senior number 7 center fielder Dylan Green.
And here's a luxury they have. Even though this guy is like deep in your batting order, you can still run the player at first try to get in scoring position with 2 outs here.
Yes, team speed all abound for Suwannee this year. Hampton Newman stays at first base, though, and this time a little less tardy is Green, but tardy nonetheless 0-2 here, and maybe going to see Newman go in motion this time with 2 strikes.
Yeah, because a lot of times a pitcher will throw a waste pitch, and unless he throws a pitch out, it's a curveball in the dirt, which is great to run on.
0-2 pitch. Newman's does not go. Fastball hit to the other side again. It's going to sweep through for another base hit through the right side. So a good piece of 2-strike hitting and 2-out hitting by both Hampton Newman and Dylan Green. And the Dogs are still here in business. Bottom of the first.
And if they had sent him, he probably would have got hit by the ball.
That's right.
And there's been just an incredible gap on the right side of the infield all evening.
Yeah.
So if,
Left fielder Colton Rogers now comes to the plate.
are we at the end of the order?
We are at the 8 hole. Actually, no, we're at 9 hole. You're right. So we have a DH for the pitcher. So we are going to bat around. That pitch is wide. Can't draw it up much better if you're Suwannee.
Well, Colton Rogers is a swinger, I can tell you that. Very aggressive at the plate. I don't think he's up there to walk.
No, absolutely. He can make one go bye-bye real quick, too. So 1-0 pitch. Rogers waits on fair to deliver, and there it is. Fastball just a little bit late. 1-1 to count.
And the left fielder is, I don't know, what is he, 20 yards off the left field line?
Yeah, they're
And then the difference between him and the center fielder is about a football field. So left center field, you will run forever.
A lot of room, and just got it pointed out. This is to be his Ferret's 30th pitch of the inning, so that's something else to keep an eye on. It's a lot of pitches early, which is good for Suwannee. And that pitch is fastball fouled off the right side to go over towards the batting cage, and 1-2 now.
You had a line drive over the shortstop's head, you'll be able to run all the way to third base.
Yes, you can run for days, as they say.
I would like to see something go in the alley.
I tell you what, I'm 49 years old, and I think I could get to second base if I hit it in that gap.
And I could watch it.
That's right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Suwannee ahead 4-0 here. Bottom of the first. It's been all Suwannee so far. Rogers trying to keep it going. 1-2 pitch. Fastball way outside. 2-2 now. The count.
And I think that's one of the reasons the Bulldogs have been hitting some balls to the right side is because the pitcher keeps trying to buy that outside corner, and we keep protecting the plate, and occasionally we're putting it in play.
Yeah. Suwannee been aggressive here so far tonight. That's the game plan at the plate. Protecting with 2 strikes. Doing damage with 2 strikes and 2 outs. The pitch. Up. Loads. Brings the count to full, and on the delivery, both runners will be moving.
Yep, the train will be moving. In baseball, 3-2 count, 2 outs, you just run.
That's right.
But you don't worry about the outcome. You run till the coach says stop.
That's absolutely right. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch. There go the runners. Fastball's outside, misses, and everybody move up a base 90 feet. And we'll be back at the top of the order with Lopez, who led off the inning with a hit by pitch.
And, I thought Rogers might be the last guy in this lineup to walk. And he was just the last guy to bat until we got to the top of the order. And they're going to have a little conference out there with the Baldwin pitcher. And how many pitches do you have him thrown, Matt?
Oh, I believe it's around 34 right now. 34 pitches says game changer, and that's not good. That's not good if you're a Baldwin Indian right now.
Well, he will not make a complete game, that is for sure. And usually high school ball, unless you got an ace, you're looking at 60 pitches. He's halfway there, and the first inning is not over. The bases are loaded. The base hit here, and it will be time for them to warm up the bus.
Kind of reminds you of the district championship game, doesn't it? Where Suwannee jumped out to a big first inning lead.
Yeah, absolutely does. And
Went to the plate.
kind of seeing a repeat of that here. Man, a hit here could really blow it wide open early.
And I like this Lopez kid. He's a good player.
Absolutely. Hard-nosed player. 0-0 pitch. Bases loaded, fouled off, straight back. Swings out a pitch, maybe out of the zone.
And the hitters are anxious because they can hit this guy.
Yeah.
They did. anything that's close, they're looking to whack it. And if he pulls it, it's going to be 3 runs.
They're ahead in the count, 0-1. Bases are juiced. That fastball just inside. Says home plate umpire, 1-1 to count. 2 outs. They'll be going on contact as well. So you think a base hit scores at least 2.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3. 1-1 pitch. Fastball fouled off.
And high school ball, when you have 3 guys on and you get the base hit, you just tell the batter to keep running, because if they go after him and get him in a rundown, it will score your 3rd run, and you want to do that with 2 outs.
Exactly right. 1-1. I'm sorry, 1-2 pitch on its way to Lopez is a fastball. A little bit out in front. It's it off the cue of the bat. And,
just a tiny piece. Yeah, I don't know if he would even got it with a wood bat.
Probably not.
I think aluminum shaving caught that one.
Tell you what. Wondering how long it's going to take them to start making aluminum torpedo bats.
Yeah.
Since the bigs are using the torpedoes, they're going to want to change the dimensions and shape of the aluminums and composites. 1-2 pitch, 2 outs. Bottom first, Suwannee up 4-0, bases loaded. Leadoff hitter Lopez for the second at bat of the inning. Fastball popped up out of play. And spoiling the pitch is Lopez, doing a good job of that.
I'm looking at the bullpen. I don't see anybody up in the bullpen.
No, it's definitely Farrah's inning to kind of wear. He's wearing some. He's trying to get the damage minimized here, if you will. Again, the 1-2 pitch to Lopez. Fastball, breaking ball, gets the benefit of an outside strike 3 call, and down goes
Play
Dogs.
4-0. Swanee leads after 1 on RiverCountrySports.com.
Sports development.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, CAD, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the 3rd generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
Bulldog baseball right here on River Country Sports is brought to you in part by G&W Site Services. They can do it all when it comes to your land, from land clearing to site prep and grade work to excavation, pond digging, driveways, culverts, material hauling, foundations. Call 386-209-4856. Ben Newman, G&W Site Services, 209-4856, online at gwsiteservicesllc.com.
Yeah, welcome back here to Booster Field, top of the second inning. Grayson
Lane,
the pitcher,
Carson Johns
works so fast. Carson Johns, the center fielder, will lead things off for the Indians. Green already delivering a pitch. It's going to be low, ball 1. Green works with the.
He works so fast I can't get anything in.
The tempo. Yeah, sudden now our zone maybe changed a little bit. 2 balls, no strikes.
Yeah, that we were called out on that pitch.
2-0 delivery, fastball.
Whoa.
3-0. Not sure where that missed either, but 3-0 to count. On Johns.
This is one of their better hitters.
Fastball right down the middle, 3-1.
With a 4-run lead, he doesn't need to walk anyone.
No,
just let him hit the ball.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. So full count against Johns. Johns, as I mentioned, the center fielder for the Indians. 3-2 count. Pitch on the way, fast. Wow. All right. And let's issue a walk there. Johns.
Brings me to the plate, number 13.
Now, those bases
Chase
on
Staley.
balls, that could kill you every time. But as I said, the last game I did here, the Bulldogs turned 3 double plays.
Yeah, let's do that again right here as Green will go from the stretch for the first time. He goes from the modified windup to begin with. So third baseman now, Staley up for the Indians. That fastball's hit over the shortstop's head out into left center field. Green wobbles it, kicks it over to left field. Rogers there and holds the runner at third. So double, if you will, for Chase Staley. And that walk does come back to hurt us a little bit there.
Yeah, well, nobody out, second and third. And a base hit here makes it a ball game.
This is old Masick or Machick. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. We're going to call him Masick, number
Brings me to the
2.
plate, number 2. Jesse Mason.
Right fielder. So it'll be lefty on lefty here. Suwannee will play the infield. Actually, the corner's right at the cut in the grass. Middle playing back. Fastball. Actually, I'm sorry, breaking ball in there for strike 1. Big looper. First one we've seen tonight.
I think they're in at the corners looking for a bunt.
Could be. 0-1 pitch. Another breaking ball fouled off by Masick. 0-2 the count now.
Well, now we'll see if they move back a little bit
To the lefty Masick.
with 2 strikes. Nope, they're going to still stay in at the corners.
Yeah. Fryer maybe a step or 2 off. That breaking ball gets him. So 3 straight breaking balls and a big first out in the inning as Masick goes down via the swing.
That's why left-handers can't hit left-handers.
Llewellyn.
They don't see it a very lot, that's for sure, especially this levels. They just don't see it as much. But Llewellyn, the left fielder now for the Indians up.
I think this is 7th batter in the order.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, well, we're getting to the end of the order, so we can get this guy out. We may skate through.
Nice ball right in there, strike 1. It's on second and third for the Indians. Green delivers a breaking ball, just misses outside and up.
Yeah, that one came out of his hand a little too soon. He's lucky that it didn't go to the backstop.
Yeah, 1-1 count. First game of the new playoff series format of a 3-game series. That ball's fouled off. Ahead in count 1-2 is Green as Llewellyn tardy on that fastball. We haven't really had time to talk about anything other than action. But there's been lots of it. 1-2 count on Llewellyn. Green comes set, delivers the pitch. Fastball hit out towards right field. Backing up goes Lawson, backing, and just does not get a good read on that. Does not make the catch. And 1 run will score. The runner at second had to kind of wait to see what was going to happen, and not really sure if he didn't see that ball well or what, but he started doing that dreaded back pedal, did Watson. And once you do that, especially once you hit that warning track knowing there's a concrete.
Get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle.
Oh, I don't know if that's going to be an E7.
I have a hard time.
E9.
Yeah,
I mean E9.
You know, he's been at first base most of the year.
that's what I was going to say. It's not the first time I've seen him out there, but that doesn't mean anything.
And he just didn't get a good jump on it.
So I think we got to go with E9 on that one. Nonetheless, the batter, stands at second base.
We're fortunate that they only scored 1 because the third base coach couldn't tell whether he caught the ball or not. And the runner at second was tagging instead of going halfway, which was the right thing to do. Had he been halfway, he would have scored. But he was ready to tag and go into scoring position where he would have been with 1 out.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do, and just weren't really sure. I wasn't sure if he caught it or not until after I saw him bobble up off the sand, and I seen the ball going off the wall and back into the
Brings the bait.
field.
Plate for 22. Cade Watts.
So the first baseman now, see him hitting in the 8 hole. You don't see that very often, the first baseman hitting in the 8 hole, but you do tonight.
Well, he's big enough to be a first baseman.
Cage waits. He waits at the plate for Green's pitch. 1 out, runners on second and third. Fastball up. And ball one. Indians looking to cut into the 3-run now deficit. 4-1 Suwannee. Still way early for top of the second inning. That fastball's foul down the left field side.
I thought with one out, you might be thinking squeeze here because it's your number 8 batter. But he's kind of a big guy to turn around and have bunting because he looks like he's somebody who can put it out of here.
Absolutely. If he did want to bunt, he'd bunt it down the first baseline and score easy. Fastball. Wow. That is no longer a strike, and it was earlier, so I get the frustration. 2 balls, 1 strike. On the bat. Waits. And they've slowed Green's pace way down, too. The tempo not quite as quick as it was earlier. A little bit off rhythm. That ball's down in the way. 3-1 round count to Waits.
Well, 3-1, first base is open.
Yeah, and you got your 9-hole guy up next. Yeah. Mac Johnson waits in the book.
And we'll see if if they give the green light to the number 8 hitter.
We shall see. 3 balls, 1 strike. Green. I'm set. Fastball hit way out towards left center field. And it is gone. We have a tie baseball game. Home run, 3-run fashion. Mercy.
Well, I told you that he looked like a big guy who could put it out of here.
Yes, and he just did.
Yeah. And I think that's the problem that the outfielders are having is for some reason the ball is really, really carrying well tonight. And that's the second home run of the night. And we have a new ball game, like you said. And there's still only 1 out. And, you walk somebody to start an inning. That's maybe the worst thing that you can do.
Mac Johnson.
And then you have an error, and this is where it gets you.
Yeah, so we're all tied. That fastball in for a strike.
And they gave him the green light on 3-1 and
made him pay.
Yep.
This will be the shortstop, Mac Johnson, who hits a fly ball to left field. Rogers is under this one, makes the catch, so that'll be a F7 for the second out.
Well, that was quick. Now it's back to the top of the order, and wow, this is going to be a score-a-thon. We're going to have a baseball track meet.
Looks like it. Looked like everything was Suwannee's way, and then all of a sudden, it's tie baseball game and a base hit hard down the third base line. Pryor tries to dive, gets a glove on it, but just a rocket off the barrel of the leadoff hitter. That's fair.
If he had caught that ball, that would have been a highlight.
Absolutely does a great job of reacting, just getting the glove on it.
And that ball could have taken his glove off. That's how hard it was hit.
Yeah, it was smoked.
And now these batters are seeing green for the second time. And, the first 3 of them didn't see him so well, but the leadoff batter just got a base hit and he struck out his first time.
That's right. So, runner on first base now. Breaking ball misses up. 1 ball, no strikes. This will be Mason Williams, the catcher, hiding in the 2-hole for the Indians. Fastball popped up out the right field. Watson comes in and makes the play and had to retire the side. But not before Baldwin strikes with a big inning of their own. It's 4-4.
Here on RiverCountrySports.com. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah! Plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
Back here at Booster Field, Suwannee Baseball and River Country is brought to you in part by Kevin Green at Farm Bureau Insurance on Dowling Avenue in Live Oak. Call 386-362-1274. Auto, home, life insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to Florida has never wavered. They believe that your family is part of their family, and protecting that family with local people, great rates, and friendly service has always been their pledge. See KG today at Farm Bureau of Live Oak, FLA.
And back here, and Farrah's still on the mound for the Indians. There is some action in their bullpen. I tell you what, you think about little things in baseball, and they get magnified. Mistakes always seem to get magnified. Walks end up burning you a little bit. Errors can burn you. Also, I mean, I'd be remiss if I said we didn't capitalize there in the bottom of the first. You think you don't have to with a 4-run lead with bases loaded. We get kind of the benefit of a gift strike 3 call and only score 4 that inning. And, man, Baldwin comes right back and scores 4 in a row.
And the other problem is going to be when two guys hit it out in the night, then there's going to be a lot of guys going to the plate who know they can put it out, and they're going to be over swinging.
Absolutely.
You know, they got to get back to just base hits, one base at a time.
Jace Moran leads things off for Suwannee, and
Strike zone got big again.
strike zone all of a sudden is big again. 0-1 the count. That ball down and in, evens the count 1 apiece.
Moran is just a junior, one of the better players.
Absolutely. 1-1 pitch. Fastball up. Ball 2. 2-1 now for Jace Moran. Fastball hit out into left field is going to get down. It'll be a good base hit. Lead off single for Suwannee.
Well, high school ball, you get that lead runner on, you're going to score him 40% of the time. And when you have the heart of your race coming up,
13, Grayson Bonds.
you stand a really good chance. Bonds did not have a really good at bat the first time he fouled balls off, but the ball he made his out on, he would like to have that pitch back again. And I'm looking, and there's still, these guys are playing everything straight away. There are gigantic gaps.
Plenty of green grass out there. There comes set. And the delivery and wide in the other batter's box. Ball 1.
All right, Coach Campbell, at some point in time, you're going to send the runner, or you're going to let your 3 and 4 hitters just hit away?
I think it just depends on the count here. Right now, I don't send him, but I could change, could do a little hit and run to get into a better count. We'll see. Ryan stays put that time. Oh, and then we hit the ball right to the shortstop who bobbles. And everybody's going to be safe. And just like that, an error. What should have been an easy 2-ball.
An E6 on a double play ball, and that will haunt the shortstop for a while.
Mm.
And how does it
Brings the plate for Kyler Watson.
Is there a designated runner down there at first?
Yeah.
Yes, that's going to be number 1. I believe that's Jenkins.
I think it's
Peterson. Like I said, Peterson. So runners at first and second now. Nobody out. Watson up, hits a ground ball down third baseline, foul.
Coach
Moran tried to feel that, didn't he,
I
Tom?
was trying not to point that out because he did not feel that very well at all.
Well, he didn't have a glove on.
Oh, well, that's true.
Well, I'm thinking 15 years ago he gets it.
Yeah, he gets it 15 years ago. And Watson, Watson's going to be aggressive. He's trying to atone for the mistake in the field and just got to be, as you say, stay within yourself a little bit here. Try not to do too much. Trying to make them pay, though, for that error. It's Suwannee. 0-1 count to Watson. Little cat and mouse out there at second. Breaking ball underneath the bat in the swing of Watson now. 0-2 the count.
Well, Watson hit the
Yeah, they're still looking for that baseball.
Yeah.
Last at bat.
Yeah, he hit the big home run his first time up. He doesn't need to be over swinging here with an 0-2 count. Just check the plate, try to go to right field.
Yeah, something to the right side right here. Ground ball might even be a base hit from where the second baseman's playing. And he fouls it off. Does a good job to stay alive as Watson. And right here, really, you're just trying to put something in play on the ground to the right side, do a job with 2 strikes, get a quality at bat out of this, and move your runners 90 feet.
And I'm not going to be surprised with the 0-2 count if Billy doesn't send the runners and put a little pressure on the catcher.
And watch for that. That would be a bold move, Cotton, but they might do it. That ball way outside. 1-2. Kind of a, I don't know if you call that a slider or what. It has a little left to right action as we're looking at it from the back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second. Nobody out. Ram not much of a lead at second. The secondary is good. Hits a ground ball to third baseman. He's going to tag Moran. And I don't know what happened with our runner at between first and second, but he could have easily been out right there. He got almost to the bag and stopped.
Well, Coach Moran yelling at him a little bit because why are you waiting? You 2 of you can't occupy second base. And we're lucky the third baseman didn't look up and just flipped to the second baseman for an easy double play.
Defense didn't realize it either. So
they had no clue. They weren't communicating at all. They had a double play easily.
Well, still runner in scoring position with 1 out, base hit, and we'll take the lead back.
So 1 out, base. Yeah, as Tom said, we'll take the runners, take it back, and that's going to be Garcia. And he's going to hit it down the right field line. That's going to score at least 1. Watson had to wait, make sure that ball got through, so he's going to be held at third, and it's going to be a double for Garcia. Suwannee back on top, 5-4.
Well, with 1 out, no sense in sending the big guy at third. And
I'm not sure that Watson didn't miss a sign or something. He did hesitate, go back to the bag. He just caught a earful. Not sure what happened, but we'll take the double from Garcia.
Well, I think sometimes what happens at this age is you're looking at the ball and the fielder instead of looking at your coach.
And that's probably what the conversation is about. So 1 out. That was a good hit, a good double there by Garcia. Runners on second and third. Infield is in. Ground ball right to the shortstop. Gonna have a play at the plate. He's out. Out. Coach Moran's going to argue something. He's going to say he maybe got underneath that tag, and it looked like he was out by a mile, but he really did make it close, and that ball was hit right at the shortstop.
I think because you're not supposed to block the plate anymore. I think that that's what he's arguing. He didn't have access to the plate. They've changed that rule where it used to be the catcher. That was his job to block up that plate, but can't do that anymore.
Well, certainly a rule in the major leagues has made it all the way down to high school baseball. And you didn't have
16.
You didn't have any choice but to send the runner on that one.
Right.
But 2 outs, first and third. And they may give you second base if you decide to run here.
I got to look all that stuff here. I'll have to figure it out later.
Well, that'll be Wayne's problem.
Yeah. All right. Hampton Newman, who had a single in the first, trying to hopefully do the same thing here. Runs on first and third. Friar's going to do the early break. They're not going to pay any attention to it. That ball is down. And Friar goes to second base. So runners on second and third now.
That's called fielder's indifference. But if you're the scorer and you're the home team, it's a stolen base.
Stolen base. Okay. Yeah, Wayne can watch the broadcast over because I'm so messed up right now. Not funny. Hampton Newman fastball in there called strike.
Well, Matt, the scorebook is for your benefit. So if you don't want to keep it, you don't have to keep it.
Okay, good.
That's to keep you in the game.
I was just stressing. I was stressing that I was messing you up.
There's no grade.
All right, perfect. There's no second and third, and Farrell will step off.
Well, what you're going to try to do with the runner at third is really have him aggravate the pitcher enough that maybe you can get him to balk.
Yeah, we tried that with early break. Didn't work. Maybe get a little action here. Be aggressive on a pass ball with 2 outs. 1-1 count. This ball called a strike. Newman with a 1-2 count now. Suwannee leads 5-4. 4 in the bottom of the first, 1 here in the bottom of the second.
Just need to put the ball in play. Make Baldwin make a throw somewhere or find a hole.
Ball 2 strikes Newman. That ball is outside. Ball 2. That was the same pitch that we got struck out on the bottom of the first. That time, we're glad that it was called ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here to Newman. There's pitch on the way. Fastball, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Suwannee able to come back and answer with 1 run. 25, Indians 4.
You're listening and watching Suwannee Bulldog Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet, it comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees, no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Sportsmanship is having pride in your school, your team, and yourself. Sportsmanship is respect for the game and those who play it. The Florida High School Athletic Association reminds you to take on the responsibility of good sportsmanship. Play strong, play hard, play fair. This message provided by this station and the FHSAA.
And here we go. Top of the 3rd inning now. Grayson Green.
We have a 1-run lead, and we could just as easily have a 4 or 5-run lead.
Yes, absolutely.
And what Green needs not to is walk anybody, because every time I've seen him walk people in other games, they seem to come around and score.
Right through the middle there is Green, and that ball gets away from him on the throwback to the pitcher. That drives coaches nuts.
Very rare. I haven't seen them do that this year. Grayson connection.
So Drew Harmon, the DH, who struck out looking his first time up. Wow. That's a really good pitch on the outside corner. They just laid off a 2-1. That outside pitch to righties is not a strike anymore. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Fastball, swing and a miss. Strike 2. Evens the count.
And I think he needs to keep throwing the strike ball, the fastball, just get ahead in the count. And then you can throw the curve.
2-2 pitch, breaking ball, swinging, strike 3. So good start to the top of the 3rd for Green. It's a strikeout there.
Yeah, and he got it head in the order, 2-2. Now you can throw the curveball.
I like your.
How about number 11? Cason Johns.
Cason Johns, the center fielder, who
didn't he get the last inning started?
He did with a walk based on balls. So I think he's going to hit one out to right field. This time Watson does not have the best beat on it, but is able to cover and make the play.
He's in the Army. Every play's an adventure over there.
A little more exciting than you might want to have seen, but the end result is an out, which is great.
Unless you've played baseball as opposed to softball, and you see how big the outfield looks. That's not an easy thing.
Breaking ball stays up to Chase Staley, the third baseman. And I tell you what, this time of night with this sky, it's we sit up here and say that it, should see the ball at the bat, but sometimes it's tough to pick up the ball in the twilight time, in between dark and dusk.
2-0, and once again, don't need to be walking anyone.
Yeah, got to go right on him here. 2-0 pitch misses wide for ball 3-0 now to Staley.
And that he hasn't got one pitch to Daly close to the plate.
Staley had a double last time up. Fastball. Wow. Well, it's going to be called ball 4.
And that's his second walk of the game, this one with 2 outs. So hopefully it won't come back to hurt us. 3 umpires in a high school playoff game. So the umpire watches the third base line, now moves over to second base, well, kind of like behind the pitcher. So he can watch second base and he can watch third base, and the first base umpire will come home on a base hit.
Green's pitch is swung on. Fouled straight back by Massick, who struck out swinging his first time up. Got a lefty on lefty matchup. Runner at first base. Staley over there. 2 outs, though. Green comes set, looks his runner back, and misses wide. Only 1 to count.
He did not do very well his first at bat, and it was the lefty versus lefty. And Green just needs to throw in inside strikes.
I think last at bat it was 3 straight breaking balls. We're going to pick the first, just a courtesy. I see you. I'm thinking about you. I know you're over there.
And if you're a left-handed pitcher in high school ball, the fact that you're a left-handed pitcher, that runner doesn't move too far away.
Most of the time, you're right. Green's pitch wide, ball 2. Command on his secondary pitches not as sharp as it was there early in the first inning. 2 balls, 1 strike. To the lefty Massick. And we're going to pick back over to first, and then easily is Staley. Obligatory tap on the rear end from Moran. Be curious to see what we come at him with here. Lefty on lefty, you would think a fastball away, but we're going to pick back to first again.
And I think that might be more of, I'm not comfortable here yet. Let me get comfortable before I throw this pitch.
Could very well be. 2-1 pitch now on the way. That ball hits it. So a walk and a hit by pitch. And Indians have somebody in scoring position.
Yeah, you got to make guys earn getting on base. Got to make them hit the ball. And, that's a left-handed batter, and he didn't see him well at all the first time. I would have just thrown him three fastballs and let him see if he could hit one. There's 2 outs.
Well, in the batter now, who hit a fly ball off the glove of Watson in the first inning for an error. Take strike 1. So runners on first and second, 2 outs. Llewellyn at the plate. And the pitch. Swing and foul tip. Strike 2. So 0-2 the count now.
He does for the next 2 pitches, he does not need to give him anything that he can hit. Now you want to throw your curveball in the dirt, do it.
See what he comes with. And the pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt, just like you said, a back foot slider. And Bonds does a good job blocking that up, keeping it in front. You would expect that from Bonds.
And he can throw it again.
He can. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Green comes to the plate. Fastball fouled straight back. Probably too good of a 1-2 pitch. And the first baseman Waits on deck, who hit a 3-run home run in his last at bat. That's Waits.
Yeah, we need Waits to lead off the next inning. We don't need him coming up now.
I agree with you. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Foul ball hits him in the box, so it's going to be a foul ball, dead ball right there. Good breaking ball that time, and
he was totally tied up.
Yeah, he was tied up. Did a good job just to get a little piece of a composite bat on that thing.
Which tells me, let me pitch this guy inside. Let's not hit him, but fastball in should get him.
1 ball, 2 strike count again. And that fastball is going to be called strike 3. Actually, it was some kind of a cutter breaking ball, but either way, that's going to do it. Even 2 on the base. Suwannee, after 2.5, leads 5-4.
RiverCountrySports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 3.
This Suwannee baseball playoff game is brought to you in part by Oak Hill Farm, creating unforgettable memories. If you're looking for that perfect wedding, look to Oak Hill Farm in McAlpin. They can make your special day even better with modern facilities in a beautiful country setting. Come take a tour, book a consultation, and discover one of Suwannee County's hidden gems. Oak Hill Farm. Call 386-208-5414, 208-5414. Online at OakHillFarmWeddingVenue.com. From Tyler, Jessica, and the whole Alcorn family, go Dogs.
Bottom half of the third inning here. Farrah will stay on the mound.
Batting for seventh, Dylan Green.
Dylan Green, the senior center fielder, will lead things off for Swan. Had a single on his first at bat. First pitch, fastball, swung through, strike one.
That's his 59th pitch of the game. And your arm's got to be getting tired. That curveball is going to hang once too many.
And that bad one. 1-1 to count now.
The Hawks need to get it going again. They almost blew it the last inning with 2 outs. But, a few more insurance runs would be great here.
Yeah, 100%. That ball's going to be called strike 2. And it's kind of been flip a coin on that outer corner, depending on whether or not how the catcher catches it, maybe. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that ball hits him on the helmet and bounces right back to the mound.
That's one of those curveballs that did not break, and that's why they wear batting helmets. And this guy's getting tired. There's no doubt about that. But, Matt, did it get any better with me, you, and Wayne? If Andy was here,
then
it would be really, really well.
It'd just be off the chain, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, there would be dogs everywhere. There'd be dogs in the bases, dogs in the hats, dogs in the dugout.
Everywhere a dog. Colton Rogers now up. 9-hole hitter for Suwannee. He walked his last time up. So, leadoff hit by pitch. And that fastball, man, the catcher catches it standing up. That's tough on the umpire anyways. It is a strike, but you got to stay down if you're the catcher. You're making the umpire look bad right there. 0-1 the count.
We have our lead runner on. We need to score him.
Yeah. Green was plenty of speed over there. Wouldn't be surprised to see something here. Maybe in this at bat. Fair comes set. We haven't seen him make the one throw attempt over there, and he threw it to the backstop. We fake the bunt, and we go down with it, and we're in there safe. The slide gets just outside the tag. Barely beats it, but beats it, he does, and we do have 2 strikes now on Colton Rogers. The old bunt.
The umpire, to his credit, was right on top of that play to make the out. That was a bang play. If they had called it the other way, I wouldn't have been surprised.
Yeah, I think the fact that he slid to the outside part of the bag was beneficial to him there. 0-2 though to Rogers. That ball's up. Ball 1. Leadoff hitter Lopez waits on deck. Suwannee does have a man in scoring position. Nobody out. Yeah. Imperative, I think, that we get that run across this inning. Keep momentum going. Have 1-run lead here.
Rogers at least needs to get him to third.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Rogers. Playing left field tonight. And he hits a ground ball over shortstop. Should get the job done. He does not have the baseball in his glove as it comes up. And that's the second error tonight on the shortstop. And right now he's having a little bit of problems.
And that will cause confidence problems because now you're at shortstop, the most valuable part of the infield, and your confidence is shot, and you're saying, hit the ball to anybody but me, and you need to be standing out there and saying, hit the ball to me. I want it to come to me.
Yeah, I think he wants redemption. He's saying, give me another chance.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking he's saying, don't hit it to me.
We got runners out of the corners, nobody out. If you get hit by a pitch in the air by the shortstop, and
that's how you get runs. Like, just give them to me.
Well, you got to capitalize on these. We've capitalized some, and we could have a lot more. I know that sounds greedy, but We could.
It's been a battle.
Back and forth. Pitch to Lopez in there, strike one. Curious to see what we do here with the first and third situation as far as.
I don't think we send anybody with no outs because you don't want to lose an out at second.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they even throw it down though if we go. Lopez hits a ground ball to third baseman. Throws to second for one and not going to be able to get two, and that'll score the run, which is the most important thing. And we get an RBI.
And he broke for the plate immediately. I was surprised third baseman didn't come home on that play.
Yeah, that's a read that somebody's got to help the third baseman.
I think the third baseman was thinking that they could turn two, and that's why he didn't come home.
Possibly. Runner on first base is Lopez.
And Moran could put one out tonight with the calm air the way it is.
Ooh, does come across the score. Jace takes a ball up and away.
So you liked, Andy gave everybody nicknames, so you kind of liked Little Billy?
Little Billy's pretty good. Pretty good.
I don't know if Jace would like that.
He probably doesn't like it one bit.
Yeah, it's the price you pay for starting.
Lopez with speed, and more speed over there at first base. Always a threat to go.
I kind of like Jace the Ace.
Jace the Ace works too.
I would just like, to put him over the wall out there over the Sports Connection sign.
Sports Connection sign would do us all a big favor. Swing in a minute, or actually fell straight back. One to count.
All I see is rivercountrysports.com out there.
Oh, I see that one too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Big sign, River Country Sports.
I see Farm Bureau out there. I see the guy who clears all the ground. I see his sign out there.
One count, one out.
That would be G&W Site Services, by the way.
Right. There goes Lopez, and that ball gets past the catcher. Lopez a little late to pick up baseball, so to speak, but he's there at second base. Wasn't going to make it at third base anyways.
Yeah, and he scores from second on a base hit anyway, and there's only one out.
That's right.
Don't want to make that second out at third base.
No, you don't.
And now he's in scoring position, and Billy sprays the ball all over the place. But if he hits a ball to the right side, he can just hit it to the right side, and it's a hit. There's nobody there.
There's the pitch, fastball, swung a little tardy, going out towards my truck, and hits the dirt. Thank goodness.
The second baseman is holding the runner on, and it's a left-handed batter. The first baseman is the big guy who doesn't have a whole lot of range. So Billy just hits a ground ball anywhere on between first and second. It's going to be a base hit.
So we're affectionately referring to you as Little Billy now. So, Jace, apologies. That ball hit on a rope out towards the right field. It hits off the wall, the base of the wall. Here comes Lopez. And that ball goes in between, kind of. And good. That bat by Jace Moran just hits a laser beam out there. Off, I think it was the old Bigwood sign.
That is the longest single of the season right there.
Has to be.
And it was not for base running because the right fielder got the ball back pretty good, except his throw was horrible, but he got it back in plenty of time. And, still only one out. We have 2 runs in the inning. We have a runner at first, and the catcher's not scaring us with his throwing.
Bonds comes to the plate. Moran's 3 for 3 now. Bonds, who reached via the error in the previous inning.
His daddy's the unofficial groundskeeper here.
That's right. You call him Little Chad, or what do you call Grace? Pitch.
No, we call his father Chatty's daddy.
You got to work on those nicknames.
Yeah,
Tom.
you're gonna have to get with Puggy Andy a little bit.
Yeah.
2-0 ahead in the count is Bonds. Watson waits on deck. Moran at first. And that's going to be a ball well hit to center field. And we're able to recover and make a nice play on it out there in center field. That ball was smoked as well. Center fielder runs over and make a nice catch in the gap. And
how about number 4?
Kyler Watson up, who has a home run here so far.
That was one of the best hit balls of the night. The center fielder just happened to be in the right position for it.
That's two back-to-back balls hit right on the nose from Moran and Bonds. That pitch, some kind of off-speed breaking pitch, called a strike on Watson.
Well, they think we're going to be sending little Billy. 2 outs.
2 outs. 1-1 the count to Watson. There goes Billy. Fastball outside and throw down, not in time. Moran gets a great jump, and
thanks, Coach Daniels, for sending him.
That's right. Great job, Coach Daniels.
I was just impressed with him picking up the sign from up here in the press box. That's not bad, Tom.
Little Billy with 3-for-3 night and a stolen bag.
He's in scoring position. Watson puts the ball in play, and we could be looking at another run.
1-1 delivery from Farrow. That ball's down 2-1.
I'm looking to just hit it to the shortstop.
Well, so far, I mean, yeah, you don't want to wish anything terrible on the young man, but right now he's the guy that's been the.
He got a hole in his glove.
Yeah, how about through the 5-6 hole? How about that?
Yeah.
Space hit through the 5-6 hole. We'll take that as well. 2-1 pitch to Watson. So hopefully get something good to hit here. We'll see. And the pitch. That ball's well outside. 3-1 now.
Well, he remembers that he put one out of here. So I don't know if he's grooving a 3-1 here or not.
Well, we grooved the 3-1 to their guy, and he hit it live. So we'll see if they give us the courtesy of grooving us one. Got to be sitting on it if so. 3-1 pitch. And there it is. Fastball up, and he's got up underneath a little bit. It's a sky high to the second baseman. Out in the short field grass makes the catch from third out. But Suwannee able to play 2. Suwannee 7. Indians 4 after 3.
More Suwannee baseball on the way. Keep it here. RiverCountrySports.com. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com. When watching the big game, you want pizza. Papa John's Pizza of Live Oak has what you're looking for. Delicious pizza, cooked just the way you like it. From their signature sauce to their toppings, the fresh original dough, plus wings, breadsticks, and more. Papa John's. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's Pizza, 6852 Suwannee Plaza Lane in Live Oak. Call for delivery or stop by today. Suwannee Baseball and River Country is sponsored in part by Kevin Green and Elite Outdoor Buildings. Whether you're looking for a carport, a place to park your RV, or a barn, maybe a barn dominium, a garage, a utility building, or maybe a building for residential or commercial use, whatever, quality steel buildings are now on sale at Elite Outdoor Buildings in Lake City, Perry, Chiefland, and in Live Oak on US 129 North. Call 386-270-8430 online at EliteOutdoorBuildings.com.
Headed to the top half of the 4th inning. Leading off will be the first baseman, Waits, who has hit a 3-run homer so far in this game.
And I know he's not going to give him a 3-1 cripples pitch, that's for sure.
Yeah, you wouldn't think so.
But with nobody's on, you don't need to walk anybody. Take your chances. Let's let him hit the ball.
Fastball fouled away off the right side there. Out of play. Evens the count at 1 apiece.
He's I think the 8th batter in the order. So, it would be nice if you can get through this 8-9-1.
Green working quickly. That ball off and in 2-1. I think the difference between early and late so far for Green is just the fastball command. Trying to get it back here. That's a good one. Half check swing out to the second baseman. Lopez fields it. Throws over to first. And 1 out in win.
Routine ground ball, but Lopez made a great play on it. He said, I don't know this guy. He's not fast.
Mac Johnson.
So I don't need to hurry. And he took his time, made the play on the check swing. and we get a big guy out, and that will give them to the end of the order here.
Yeah. That ball in there, strike one. Working quickly again. Green is at 61 pitches, so that ball's away. Evens count at one apiece. 62 pitches now for Green. That fastball hit out towards shortstop, and I tell you what, that's a tough one there because you're shielded because Fryer comes over to make the play and not able to get there. And
I think if he makes Fryer makes the play, he's out. But that was the deep short. I got to give the guy a hit.
Number 5, Turner Barra.
I agree. So 9-hole hitter reaches
On a cheapie.
CNI single, and Farah must be the brother of the starting pitcher. Turner Farah's up.
At least the cousin.
At least. And that's going to go through the 5-6 hole, and all of a sudden, Baldwin here in business. Runners on first and second. Back-to-back hits.
And you have the ninth batter up, and you think, I'm going to get 2 quick outs here, and all of a sudden, first and second, 1 out, and 2 seeing eye hits.
Tell you what, now Baldwin, a dangerous team. That's
yeah, they are.
They can score some runs.
Great blatant pitcher.
Yeah, they score them in bunches, as they have in the top half of the second. They got 4. Answered Suwannee's 4 from the bottom half of the first. So we're in the battle all the way through tonight. First and second, 1 out. Foul ball straight back, as the batter is Mason Williams, the catcher. He is.
And that's
0 for
why
2 tonight.
a 4-run lead is so important, because this guy's the tying run right now.
Yeah, that's right. Need a ground ball, double play ball. Here would be just what we ordered. The ball, I'll tell you what. I know it was tough, but I almost check him because it looked like
Paxson was the team that upset Baldwin in the district playoffs and then came to play the district championship game. Tonight, we're big Paxson fans, by the way, because they were out playing West Florida. Yeah. And if Paxson could somehow sneak a couple of victories away from West Florida, they would be right here next week instead of us traveling to Pensacola.
That's right. That is a long drive. I don't care how you try to get there. It's one way.
Yeah.
Almost 5 hours.
Go Golden Eagles.
And when you come back home, it's 6 hours.
So you lose an hour coming back. So a little bit of dirt flew up there in Bond's eyes. Umpire gives the courtesy walk out there. Kind of lets him regroup. A little unspoken baseball etiquette there that's been going on since the game was started. 1-1 count, 1 out, runners on first and second. Ground ball out to second base. This could be the 2 ball. Only going to be a chance for 1. We throw it to first base and we get him. So fielder's choice moves runners to second and third, though, with 2 outs. That ball not hit quite well enough to turn to.
No, and then the second baseman has to pirouette to get it over there. He made the right play. 2 outs, and now it's up to Green to do his job.
Right.
But a base hit scores 2, and it's a 1-run game.
Yeah, and Drew Harmon, DH, who was 0 for 2 so far tonight with 2 strikeouts, the batter. That pitch in there, strike 1, that's a great pitch. Little glove side run on that one.
Yeah, we could see that one.
1-1 the count.
But I still have to be throwing fastballs.
2 seeing eye singles. Have runners on second and third here. Indians in business with 2 outs. Another fastball hit back up the middle. Garcia comes over, is going to set, throw, and that'll do it. So, Baldwin threatens. They don't score. It's still Suwannee 7, Indians 4.
Back with more Suwannee baseball after this timeout on RiverCountrySports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, CAD, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the third generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
Tonight's game in the 2025 FHSAA Class 3A Baseball Championships is sponsored by the Florida High School Athletic Association. The FHSAA, a democratic organization with a membership of more than 800 middle and senior high schools, all committed to ensuring that Florida student athletes can compete fairly and equitably in an educational environment. The Florida High School Athletic Association, building leaders through teamwork, sportsmanship, and citizenship.
And welcome back. We're going to have a pitching change here going into the bottom half of the fourth inning. The starting shortstop, Mac Johnson, is now going to be the pitcher for the Indians.
And who's going in at shortstop, Matt?
That's number 5. It's going to be Turner Farah, who started off the game in second base. And moving over to second base, looks like number 5, that is, trying to keep up with all these numbers. Actually, I can't tell what that number is, but we'll get it for you here in just a minute. Cooper Farah, though, exits the game trailing 7-4, so he stands to either get a no decision or a loss.
And
See what happens.
I think of those 7 runs, maybe 3 of them are earned.
Probably so. And that looks like Drew Harmon. So they'll kill the DH. Drew Harmon was the DH. He'll stay in the game in the 3-hole spot, and he'll bat third, and he's going to be playing second base. So new pitcher, Mac Johnson, comes in from shortstop.
11, Gabe Garcia.
Our shortstop, Gabe Garcia, will lead things off here for Suwannee.
And very importantly, they have a new shortstop.
Now let's see how this all plays out. Fastball right in there. Strike one. Maybe a little more velocity, possibly, than the first pitcher.
And the wind is blowing out to right center field.
And behind on that swing, fouls it off to the right side is Garcia off the top of the batting cage. So 0-2 the count.
You see the flag out there?
I do.
Matt?
The wind just started picking up a little bit out, blowing out towards center, right center. First little bit of breath of the wind we've seen tonight. 0-2 the count, though, quickly on Garcia, ball way outside. And so far, we've seen 3 straight fastballs from Mac Johnson. Garcia waits on the pitch. Breaking ball. 12-6er, and that was a snapdragon, and locked him up.
There was no doubt about that one. That was a great curveball.
A really good pitch from Johnson.
Batting
Locks Garcia
Coy
up first out of the inning. Third baseman Coy Fryer is going to be the next guy up for Suwannee. Coy tonight has reached via an error and hit into a fielder's choice. That fastball, he's tardy on it. It's a seeing eye danger ball over there to the dugout. Didn't think anybody was hit, but a little bit more velo than Farah so far is Johnson with a really good breaking ball. That fastball's up. Out of the zone, 1-1.
The fastball is fast, but doesn't have a whole lot of movement on it. Now, that curveball that he threw, that is dangerous.
Yeah, it was definitely a 12-6 snapdragon. 1-1 pitch. Fastball tardy again. Is Fryer and Suwannee getting their first look at Johnson.
And Johnson brought that fastball inside.
1 ball, 2 strikes now to Fryer. Fastball down, 2-2 the count. And shading well to the right is the outfield of the Baldwin Indians. Also on the infield, shaded to the right. Breaking ball. Pretty good one.
That's two in a row.
Yeah. Backwards K's. And after that fastball, it makes that breaking ball look even better. Makes the fastball look better. So back-to-back strikeouts.
Guys, area high school playoff games tonight. Lafayette is hosting Osceola Christian tonight. You got Brantford at Union County, Chiefland at Trenton, and Lake City on the road. The Columbia High Tigers over in Panama City to take on Mosley.
Everybody's in action tonight. 2 outs now. And this time he starts off Newman with a breaking ball. So pitching a little bit backwards now. That one not as sharp, but just as effective as strike one. Probably sitting on a fastball. Got to get him ready. Get the hands ready right here. Fastball. Good pitch, but just outside. Says the umpire 1-1 to Newman.
Well, until you have 2 strikes, you're going to be sitting on that fastball.
Absolutely. Get the hands ready. Pull the trigger. Fastball just did miss it. Just fouls it straight back here into the screen. And now
at 1-2,
now you're off balance.
Yeah. The next 2 pitches you're going to see are that 12-6 curveball.
Or you might start him with a high fastball first and then throw. We'll see. Fastball down and in. Kind of a non-competitive pitch that time. Fortunate for Newman. 2-2. The count of Newman. 2 outs. Here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. There's the pitch. That's a breaking ball. Going to get him. Strike 3. That's a good one. So 3 strikeouts looking for Johnson. Suwannee still leads it though, 7-4.
Back with the 5th inning after this timeout. It's Suwannee Bulldog Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees and no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Dog Ball brought to you in part by G&W Site Services. They can do it all. If you need dirt moved, hey, that's who you should call. G&W Site Services, from land clearing to site prep and grade work to excavation, ponds, driveways, culverts, material hauling, foundations. The number is 386-209-4856. G&W Site Services, 209-4856. Online, GWSiteServicesLLC.com.
And Grayson Green still in the game for Suwannee here at top of the 5th inning. Leadoff hitter for the inning will be Johns. For the Indians, he'll take the first pitch outside for ball 1.
And Jason's got to be pushing 80 pitches by now.
Grayson.
I mean.
And the second pitch, down, ball 2. Yeah, he's at 70. That was the 70th pitch of the game, so 2-0 pitch in there, called strike 1. I said it before he actually called it, but it is a strike, nonetheless. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cleanup hitter, Johns. Leads off for the Indians. Another fastball. That one fouled off out of play.
Souvenir.
Off somebody's car and into the ditch.
If you bring it back to the concession stand, they will give you a free drink.
Used to get a little piece of bubble gum back in the old days. Nonetheless, 2-2 the count. Green, ready to deal. Breaking ball in there, strike 3. Got him looking with a good breaking ball of his own. Lead off strikeout.
One of the fun things about coming to the ballpark is not only this one, but at any ballpark, the little kids love those foul balls, and they'll chase after them no matter which side of the field they sit on.
That's right.
They're on the go.
Foul ball's a big part of the baseball environment for sure. Ball down. Ball 1 to Chase Staley.
Well, big deal. We got the first batter out. It's always a good thing in the inning to get the first guy out. Get the first out with no one on base.
Pitch also down. Green not looking as comfortable right now as he did. Gains his composure. 2-0 count. And not sure how that misses him, but it does. 3 balls, no strikes now, too.
Hard to get the call when the catcher doesn't squeeze it.
True story. So 3 balls, no strikes to Staley. Got to come all the way back. Fastball in there. It's a good start. 3-1. Climbing the ladder. We're trying to do it here.
And in 3-1, he needs to throw him the fastball again. If he hits it out, he hits it out. But make him earn his way on.
Breaking ball, though. And wow, it doesn't really miss by much, but ball 4 nonetheless. And there's a walk.
Bring blank number 2, Jesse Mason.
And that brings up the lefty, who has had a mixed bag tonight.
Yep, left on left action here. He's gotten hit by a pitch and struck out. Green from set. One delivers to the plate. Ground ball over to the right side, and the hole is going to sneak through. Base hit. That was a breaking ball. It just kind of sat there a little bit like a cement mixer, and after the strikeout to begin the inning, it's a walk and then a single.
Brings to the plate,
Well,
number 6.
I think the Bulldogs have left 7 guys on base, and Baldwin can't be too far behind. The Indians have to have left a mess of guys on base as well. So we start out the inning real good, and now there's runner in scoring position, 2 on, 1 out, and we're looking for that double play ball.
We're looking for a ground ball double play, get us out of the inning, and we're going to expect a bunt. He's going to pull back and maybe slash, and we get the call on a big breaking ball there. Strike 1. That's a big strike to get ahead of Llewellyn.
You know, and if the coach gives you the sign to bunt, well, there's no reason why he couldn't put his bat on that ball, and consequently, he doesn't get the call. So his 2 chances now turn into 1.
If that's what they were trying to do, maybe they're just trying to see how the defense is going to react. I don't know, but we played it soundly. First baseman crashed, and my pitch. Lawrence does a good job trying to frame it, but it looked like it might have been down. So 1-1.
Big out here.
Yeah, big at bat of the game. They all will be from this point forward. Time out on the field. There was a ball that came from somewhere off the field. Going back to play. Green comes set. And the pitch, fastball. Just outside. 2-1 count.
That didn't miss by much.
No, it didn't. Llewellyn in there with a plus count now. First baseman Moran playing in front of the runner. Everybody else pretty much even. That pitch is getting there for strike 2. Counts even at 2 apiece.
Well, let's see how brave Baldwin is if they're going to send him on the 2-2 pitch, because the pitcher's not going to want to go 3-2.
This might be well, they're not going to go. That's a ball right by him. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Actually, going to say foul tipped it either way. Strikeout number 2.
We'll take the K. You can write it any direction you want to write it.
And Tom, if they would have sent the runner, that could have been strikeout throwout.
Yep.
So you don't want to run yourself out of an inning, especially with a big gun coming up here.
So a big out there. And this is the guy that
Gage Watt
had a 3-run homer earlier in the game. So what do you do here? Pitch around him? Let yourself out? You go right at it.
Just either real inside or real outside.
We're challenging him. That's fastballs on the outer half, a little bit up. Strike 1.
You don't want to be able to have him extend his arms. So if you could pitch him low and inside, that should work.
And that ball gets past catcher Bonds, and both runners are going to move up 90 feet.
I mean, scoring position, but it also means first base is open now. So if you want to pitch around this guy, you're going to be looking at the 9th batter, but he had to hit his last time up. And I don't know if you're in a big hurry to load the bases up here.
Yeah, I'm not really sure you're able to do that or want to do that.
You know, the count's 1-1 right now. If you can get ahead on this pitch, you're going to just go through with it.
And the 1-1 count. Fastball hit right back at Green, hits off his foot. Garcia comes over, fields it, and it's play. That's a big out.
That's a big break for Suwannee. If that ball doesn't go off his foot, that's 2 runs and a runner on first for Baldwin. Oh, great play. Great play.
So
the full Suwannee 7.
Baldwin.
So the Dogs dodge a bullet there. Back with the Suwannee offense right after this on RiverCountrySports.com.
Hey, Bulldogs, let the UPS Store of Live Oak handle all of your packing and shipping needs. The UPS Store of Live Oak also offers mailboxes, printing, faxing, scanning. We also offer notary services and shredding services as well. Stop by your local UPS store. There's help in here. Real help.
The UPS Store, located at 6824 Suwannee Plaza Lane, Live Oak, Florida. Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsInsurance.com.
I think Baldwin
The
made
Florida
it
High School Athletic Association recognizes as corporate partners who help make the FHSAA baseball championships possible. Team IP, the official merchandising company of the FHSAA, Gatorade Thirst Quencher, the official championship ring partner of the FHSAA, Max Prep is the official scores and statistics of the FHSAA, GoFan online ticket provider of the FHSAA, the NHH Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA, and Wilson, provider of the official game ball for the 2025 FHSAA Baseball Championships.
Well, the first pitch to Green is in there for a strike 1 here, bottom of the 5th inning.
Matt, I think the second baseman moved to short and the shortstop moved to second base.
I think you're right. That breaking ball does not.
That didn't get the plate. And that's something, as I said, to break. If he can hang one, it.
And the pitch, fastball bunted over towards. Oh, and it hits the turf. He's not going to be able to make the play. Great effort by the pitcher. Green squares around the bunt. It kind of pops it over towards third baseman. The pitcher makes a super athletic play to try to get over there and just unable to get it. But great effort for his part.
Roger.
But a base hit, leadoff runner, and now Rogers, 9-hole guy's got a chance.
And there are not, you usually get to the end of the lineup and there's some weak hitters, but Rogers is not one of them.
No. And we're going to square around the bunt here. And it doesn't get by the catcher. It's going to give us a free base to second base. I wonder if you don't try that again.
Well, I was just going to ask you, now you have the runner in scoring position. If you bunt, it's 1 out, but you can score him on an out. Or you got a runner in scoring position, let him hit.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here. You might let the bat unfold a pitch or so if you, right now, a little stress he's feeling out there.
Yeah, now the first baseman is coming in a little bit, but the third baseman isn't. So you put one down the third base line, you got a base hit.
Let's see what Dogs choose to do here. And he's going to show bunt and pull back. And it's another pitch high.
And now you have a 2-0 count. So I think you take the bunt off and let him swing because the pitcher's got to give him a strike.
Yeah, at least get a strike on you before you bunt. But we'll see what Coach Graham decides to do here. Green that second. First baseman waits way in on the grass expecting a bunt. Rogers does square around the bunt again and gets it down. Squirbles away from the pitcher. He tries to make a throw. It's off the bag a little bit, and he's able to come down. But Rogers does his job and gets the bunt down, moves the runner over to third base. So sack bunt.
That's a heck of a play by the second baseman covering the bag over there.
Yeah,
he's incredible play.
Yeah, he went up, got his foot back on the bag, and that's one of the. We had a great fielding play to end the inning, and they just had a great one there that saved them a runner.
So infield in now, 1 out. Lopez up. That breaking ball's away and noticeably not as sharp as he was his first inning. Johnson, although I'm still impressed with that super athletic effort out there. He came from the shortstop position, so he's athletic. He almost made a great play on that bunt attempt.
And that breaking ball can get away from the catcher.
That fastball's down. 2-0 now the count to leadoff hitter Lopez.
Yeah, and I think at 2-0, you're not going to see that curveball.
Or not.
And I mean, the infield is in. If it's not hit at somebody, you got a run.
That pitch is a fastball in there. Strike one, 2-1 the count.
Well, 2-0, one out, runner on third, and you're ahead in the game. You take the pitch. If it's a tying run at third, you have a green light.
But anything to the outfield is going to score at this point. Fastball swing and a miss. Probably chased the pitch down there. Actually says he foul tipped it, but nonetheless, 2-2 now the count. And that breaking ball probably comes into play.
Yep. He fought back from a 2-0 count. His way on this pitch.
Fastball stays up with the fastball, runs the count full, and man, does he throw that breaking pitch full count after that high fastball?
I'm wondering the same thing too. It's a little tougher to hit than the guy who started the game.
Absolutely. 3-2 now to Lopez. That fastball down. Catcher tries to bring it up, but it is down. It's going to be a walk now. Curious to see. The infield middle will play back. That's what they're going to do. Brand up, who's had 3 great at bats.
Yeah, if I was going to pick a guy, I wanted to come up with runners on first and third in the bottom of the 5th. It would be Little Billy here.
Yes, it is Little Billy. And they're going to intentionally walk.
Well, there you go. They had the same thoughts I had. And, in high school ball, that's a big deal. You don't have to throw the pitches. You can just say walk.
Yes.
But, you're walking the number 2 batter to face.
And that brings to the plate number 13, Grayson Bonds.
Yeah, to face the senior, the catcher Bonds. So
yeah, and
challenge him.
And this he's no slouch. He's got a scholarship. And I don't know. I don't agree with that move. I would have rather, if you were going to do that, just play the infield back, take your one out, and go from there.
Now they got to force it any base now.
But they haven't showed me that they're great fielders.
All right, so they got to force at every bag now. Bonds in there. Another big at bat. We're in this ballgame. And the pitch. Breaking ball up. Ball 1.
Well, they have a force at any base, but they're going to have to get one of those forces at home. Otherwise, we're going to score a run. And turning 2 in high school ball is a toughie.
Absolutely is. Coming set is Johnson. Fastball in there, fouled off. Under it and a little bit late. But aggressive is Bonds on the fastball. And I think they got to go after the fastball against this guy.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You hit a ground ball to the shortstop spot, and that ball will roll forever.
Yeah, because nobody's there right now with the shortstop.
And there's nobody in left center field or even close.
That ball stays up, 2-1.
Now, he was sharp when he came in, and, some guys can go out there and throw 150 pitches, and other guys, hey, I can throw real good for 20. And then the arm gets a little tired. And
yeah, mechanics start going on you a little bit.
Exactly.
That fastball's in there. It's going to be hit out field. That ball's going to get over his head. It's going to be one hops the wall. Score. And 2 runs to score. And Bonds is in there with a stand-up double. How you like me now?
Well, they did the intentional walk to face the number 3 hitter in the lineup, and that was a gutsy move to do. And Billy played it safe, holding the runner at third and taking what he could get. And we're going to have a pinch runner go in for Bonds there, a designated runner.
That's right. That'll be, I think, Peterson again. But I tell you what, nothing feels better than getting more or less. You got to pump yourself up like, hey, they're disrespecting me by walking the guy in front of me to get to me. I'm the number 3 hitter of this baseball team. And I'm a senior. I can hit a little bit too. And I just turned a fastball around and bounced it off the wall and scored 2. So that's a big at bat, and that's great to see for Grayson Bonds.
And we have another designated runner at third, number 23 for the Dogs.
Well, number 23 is going to be Judson Law.
So these young guys are getting an opportunity to see a little action here. And the main thing they have to do is pick up the third base coach. That's all you got to do. Watch him. If he's waving that arm, you go. And if he's got him up, you stop. Puts him down, you slide.
Watson comes up now. Runners in scoring position on second and third. Infield plays all the way in, all the way around. And he fouls that one off just a little tardy.
All right, now let me ask you this. You walked the number 2 hitter to face the number 3 hitter. Why wouldn't you walk the number 4 hitter to face the number 5 hitter?
Yeah, that's an answer you'd have to ask somebody else. I'm not really sure, but here we go. Dogs lead 9-4 now. One out here. Breaking ball is a good one, but stays up a little bit, I guess.
Okay, I thought that was going to be a strike.
1-1 now the count. Maybe started it just a little too high.
And the outfielders are very, the infield in, but the outfielders are very deep. So any fly ball is going to be a run.
That fastball down. Called strike 2. Catcher does a good job with that one. These catchers are beyond their years and wisdom on framing. They've done it so much. They're getting really, really good at it on both sides. Got good catchers. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Watson. 1 out here. Runners at second and third. Infield in for the Indians. That breaking ball is wide.
Matt, I want you to take a look and see how big a lead the kid has on second. He is like beyond the shortstop because the infield is in. Nobody can hold. I mean, like he could score in an infield single. Look how far he's going to get off there.
He's going to go as far as the position players letting him, and that ball's fouled off.
He is
swing by Watson.
He is more than halfway between. I mean, line drive, he's dead. But any kind of base hit, he's almost starting from third base.
Just about. We'll do it again. 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball. This time gets it. Can't pull the trigger as Watson, and that'll be the second out.
Brings the plate, number 11, Gabe Garcia.
Well, Garcia's a hitter, a fielder, an everythinger, and he's got ducks on the pond. And if Baldwin did their scouting, the guys I would pitch around would be Moran, Bonds, and this guy. But they're going to pitch to him.
Here we go with 2 outs. Infield will play back now. Everybody pretty much straight up. Garcia takes a breaking ball for strike 1.
Well, he's done that pitch twice in a row here.
Yeah. He's quickly at 30-something, 36 pitches, I believe. So he's having to labor just a little bit here in the bottom half of the 5th. It's Johnson. Fastball's up. Evil's going to count at 1.
And it's to Garcia's credit, it is hard to lay off of that fastball that's in your eyes because you see it so well. You want to hit it.
Yeah. Beach ball up there. 1-1, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Suwannee with a 5-run lead here. Bottom half of 5th. Game 1 of 3. Fastball swung through. We're tardy on that swing.
And a little harder than he needed to swing.
Yeah, I think he's got caught in between looking for maybe a breaking ball there and got the fastball.
Yeah, well, I'm looking breaking ball here. And if it's in the dirt, the guy on third's got to be ready to run because they're going to have to throw the batter out at first.
1 ball, 2 strikes. On the pitch, breaking ball in the dirt, but the catcher does a great job of squaring it up, keeping it out in front. Evens the count at 2 apiece, 2 outs here. Suwannee has scored in almost every frame. 4 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third. Doesn't get anything across in the fourth, but 2 here in the 5th, and we're not done yet, hopefully.
Well, I'm sure he's going to see the curveball right here.
2 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Garcia takes a fastball up and away, and full count now.
That wasn't even close to the plate.
The catcher did a fantastic job just getting the glove on that because that ball is probably, I'm going to say, at least upper 80s. And
I don't know why they didn't call for the curveball because if he throws it right, nobody hits it.
Yeah, he may just do that right here.
Well, with 3-2 and first base open, he can.
And the pitch is a fastball fouled straight back. So right at him does Johnson goes right at Garcia, and we'll do it again.
Didn't Garcia strike out looking earlier in the game?
He did on the first breaking ball that we saw all night from Johnson.
I'm sure that's in the back of his mind. I'm going down swinging.
Do it again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Garcia battling. Fastball gets him though. Strike 3, but Suwannee scores 2 after 5 complete. Suwannee 9, Indians 4.
Back with more from Tom and Matt right after we take this time out on rivercountrysports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
All right, hey Bulldog fans, when you're hungry, we can satisfy that appetite at Beef O'Brady's of Live Oak. Come dine with us during, before, or after the ball game. We feature big screen TVs, so you won't miss any of the big events. At Beef O'Brady's, check out our game room featuring pool tables and games for the kids. Stop by Beef O'Brady's for some good food, good sports, and good games.
Suwannee Baseball on rivercountrysports.com, brought to you in part by Kevin Green at Farm Bureau Insurance. You'll find them on Dowling Avenue in Live Oak. The phone number 362-1274. Offering auto, home, life insurance. Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to Florida has never wavered. They believe that your family is part of their family, and protecting that family with local people, great rates, and friendly service has always been their pledge. See Kevin today at Farm Bureau of Live Oak.
And Kevin Green in the Suwannee Hall of Fame for his baseball exploits here at Suwannee. He's in the attendance tonight. Has some kids playing out there. Got a nephew, a kid.
That's right. Nephew, it'll be Grayson Green. He moved from the mound, though. He'll exit the game as a pitcher and move over to first base. First baseman Jace Moran will take his place on the mound for Suwannee now. Green.
And Bonds caught one in the knee or the ankle or somewhere on the warm-ups.
Yeah.
As Moran he throws a live ball, so we'll see. And taking a long time for the Baldwin coaches to get out here, which is fine because Billy can warm up.
A little Billy, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So actually, the leadoff batter will be the 9-hole guy, which is Mac Johnson, who is the pitcher for the Indians right now.
Well, Billy can bring it. Let's see if he can find the strike zone.
Jace.
I mean, yeah.
Jace.
Little Billy can bring it.
You're confusing me.
Yeah, I'm confused at this point.
It's the Moran kid.
The Moran. That's right. So leading off will be number 8, Mac Johnson, who is the pitcher here in the top of the 6th.
Leading off the top of the 6th, number 8, Mac Johnson.
Moran and Bonds get their information straight out there.
Green's going to challenge him a little bit at first base.
Yeah. And that fastball inside way inside almost hits him. 1-0 the count to Johnson.
Well, with a 5-run lead, I don't think I'm bunting to get on.
No, that ball hit. No. Takes a little bit of wicked hop there, and going to be a leadoff single.
Yeah, I have to score that a hit. I'm not sure Brooks Robinson couldn't have got it. And then the people who are listening may not have a clue who Brooks Robinson was.
Yeah, I actually know who that one was.
Yeah, look it up. Come on, Hall of Famer.
Yeah. So we're going to have a designated runner for Baldwin and the first runner on base, and he tried to avoid that.
It's number 3, Caden Provost for the Indians. So runner on first, nobody out. Lead off batter. Swings at the first pitch he sees. That ball was inside as well, but pulls it foul is number 5, Turner Farrer.
Well, it's too early for Fryer to be guarding the line, and with the 5-run lead, he does not need to be over there making sure there are no doubles yet. He needs to have a bigger field of play, and he does.
Breaking ball. Get the call there. 0-2 now on Farah.
And 5 runs down, you shouldn't be running. So Billy shouldn't have to worry about the guy on first.
We'll see. Another breaking ball, this time just a little bit outside. 1-2 now the count.
And with an 0-2 count, why not? See if we can get him to chase it.
Yeah, back-to-back good sliders there. I'm going to call it that. Real tight spinning.
And I'd throw him another breaking ball right here, 1-2.
Make him see if he can chase something here. Runner on first, not a big lead at all. That's a fastball, self-defense swing. He either swings at it or it hits him. At that point, he's committed before the swing that ball's fouled off. Staying alive, 1-2 is Farah. Again, runner on first, not with a very sizable lead. Not really in a position to run right now anyways. And that breaking ball misses low and away. Evens the count at 2.
Okay, here's the pitch you'd like to make, but you can waste this one if you have good control and know you can throw a strike on a 3-2 count.
Yeah, I think I'm coming right at him here. 2-2
Yes.
up 5. Let's just go at him fastball. And he does. He pops it up down the left field line. Rogers with room, and makes a catch over there in foul territory. So 1 out. The top of the 6th, runner remains at first base. No chance to advance.
Well, we're in high school ball. I don't know how well Baldwin knows our stadium, but if I'm the coach, I'm yelling. I could see the ball's in foul territory. I'm yelling for the kid to get back and tag because he could have tagged on that.
Possibly could have, but didn't. So he remains at first.
Nothing to lose. It's in foul territory.
Mason Williams take a breaking ball inside strike 1. Good pitch from Moran. Williams is 0 for on the night, 0 for 3.
He's in the middle of the order, though.
2-hole batter. Fastball hits right out towards shortstop. Should be 2. Let's see. Gets 1, and we turn it for 2. Just what the doggy ordered.
Unbelievable.
After 5.5, Suwannee 9, Indians 4.
Back after this on rivercountrysports.com. Your one-stop auto shop, J&W Automotive. At J&W, you can buy a car. They've got a great selection to choose from. At J&W, you can get your car fixed. They provide complete vehicle repair. At J&W, they do paint and body work. Yeah, plus tires, front-end alignments, AC work, computer diagnostics. They cut and program keys. They are truly your one-stop, all-in-one automotive shop. J&W Automotive. Highway 129 North in Live Oak. Online at jwautos.com.
Rapid Fiber Internet's locally owned and operated, powered by Suwannee Valley Electric Co-op. Our local employees are dedicated to providing a world-class customer experience to each of our Suwannee Valley Electric members. Make the switch today to Rapid Fiber Internet's 100% fiber to the home internet system. To learn more about Rapid Fiber Internet, visit rapid-fiber.com. Again, that's rapid-fiber.com or call 866-64-RAPID.
50 minutes.
Oak Hill Farm is creating unforgettable memories. If you're looking for that perfect wedding, look to Oak Hill Farm in McAlpin. They can make your special day even better with modern facilities in a beautiful country setting. Come take a tour, book a consultation, and discover one of Suwannee County's hidden gems. Oak Hill Farm. Their phone number, 386-208-5414, 208-5414. Online at oakhillfarmweddingvenue.com. From Tyler, from Jessica, and the whole Alcorn family, go Dogs.
And welcome back to Booster Field. Game 1 of a 3-game series here tonight. Suwannee leads 9-4. Got a 5-run cushion. Tom headed into the bottom half of the 6th. Maybe looking for some insurance here.
Yeah, and I think unofficially I have 9 men left on base for the Dogs in 5 innings of play. So both teams have left a lot of runners on base. We have seen a few very good defensive plays. Suwannee made 2 to end the last 2 innings. They just turned a double play. I have no idea how many double plays they've turned this year, but I am sure that it is a Suwannee record for double plays in a season. And Lopez and Garcia just really they're clean there at second and short. They
They
turn it mechanically like you should.
Yeah, it looks very fundamentally sound, and they do a good job up the middle, and that's where you want the strength of your defense up the middle. We got it. That's Suwannee. We're leading things off here. The bottom half of the six is Corey Fryer, third baseman.
I'm going to give Coy a break. I won't call him Little Todd. Okay.
He probably appreciates that.
But he's got Daddy's number. I'm sure Mama appreciates it even more.
Ahead in the count, 1-0. Fastball hit out towards right field, and it's going to stay up just enough for the right fielder to come in and make a play on it. Ball hit well, though.
Yeah, that was the right idea. Just he hit it at him.
Yeah. So,
Now batting,
good swing.
16.
A little unfortunate on the results, but that's going to bring up the DH, Hampton Newman, number 16. He's 1 for 3 on the evening.
And the Newmans, one of our sponsors. Give them a shout out.
I believe that's his uncle. Swings through the fastball, strike one.
And didn't he have a hit earlier in the night?
He had an RBI single in the first inning. Fouls out with straight back, down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes.
And we haven't seen that curveball in a while, but I'm thinking 0-2.
Maybe you might see it right here.
I'm looking. If he strikes me out with the fastball, it's my fault.
Fastball, and then Newman sends it out to right field, just almost identical to Fryer. And the same result. So quickly, 2 outs here.
And once again, the right idea, but right at the right fielder.
Yeah. Senior Dylan
Bringing
Green.
to the plate, number 7, Dylan Green.
Center fielder for the Dogs. He's 2 for 2 and been hit by a pitch and scored twice tonight. He's going to swing at one, hit it out to the right. Center field, that's going to hang up. Right fielder's going to come around and make all 3 outs in the inning. So quickly go the Dogs. 1, 2, 3. Headed to the top of the 7th, up 5, 29. Baldwin 4.
Baseball fans, the best games are yet to be played. Make plans to attend the 2025 Florida High School Baseball State Championships hosted by the Lee County Sports Development Authority. The action takes place May 14th through the 17th and May 19th through the 21st at Hammond Stadium in Fort Myers. Come out and watch state champions crowned in all 7 classifications. For more information, FHSAA.com. Back with more Suwannee baseball after this on RiverCountrySports.com.
What if I told you that right now you can get a top-of-the-line home for the price of a starter home? Do I have your attention? Right now at Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, while inventory lasts, we have 4 Destiny homes marked down lower than you will find anywhere else. These homes are tape and textured with tile bathrooms and so much more. The price also includes delivery, setup, AC, steps, CAD, permits, and skirting. This is by far the best promotion we have run in years. Come by to see these homes Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at 1126 East Howard Street, Live Oak, Florida. If we're not open when you're available, call and we'll arrange a special appointment. We've been in the business since 1968 and at this location since 1986. Management is in the 3rd generation of our family, and as my papa always said, we are friends helping friends buy a home. We look forward to meeting you. Come to the Big Blue and Tan buildings or call 386-364-1340 with any questions, or for more info, that's 386-364-1340.
Bobby Corbett's Mobile Home Center, offering a hassle-free shopping experience. Your one stop for all your manufactured home needs.
Hey, posting pictures from today's event on your social media account. We'll tag the FHSAA and they'll repost it and share it. Follow the FHSAA on X, Instagram, and Snapchat by searching for FHSAA. Also like them on Facebook, facebook.com/FHSAA. On the site, you can keep up with teams and people who strive to make high school athletics in the state of Florida the best. That's facebook.com/FHSAA.
Yeah, we'll have a pinch hitter to lead things off here in the top half of the 7th. Hopefully the last inning of play will be number 23, Maxwell Gallagher, and he'll swing from the left-hand side. He'll be hitting in place of the 3-hole hitter, Drew Harmon, who is 0 for 2 on the night. Moran swings through the first pitch. to Gallagher.
And this looks like all of it or none of it kind of swinger here.
Yeah, I think so. 0-1 to Gallagher. Another fastball. That one down. 1-1.
But he has got to have a little pop in his bat if you're going to pinch hit for your number 3 hitter.
Yeah, I think so. 1-1 to count. Fastball hit out towards left field. Rogers retreats back. Still retreating, gets underneath it and makes the play. So the first out here in the top half of the 7th is made. Down goes Gallagher.
You know, and to all the hitters' credit tonight, you know, Suwannee going opposite field the last inning, all 3 batters. And the leadoff batter, lefty, and he goes opposite field. But
He's the plate number 11.
You know, defense is there. So 2 outs away. It is not a saved situation. So, you know, but we'll be happy for Moran to close the game.
Yeah, after a super quick bottom half of the 6th, Moran's right back out there and got 1 out recorded. John swings, grounds 1 to Fryer on the first pitch, throws across, and that's 2 outs now.
1 out away.
1 out away.
He's a plate number 13.
And, you know,
Just stay.
That's what, if you take 100 ground balls at third base every day, that's what you can do.
Absolutely.
So they're down to their last out, and it would be nice if, you know, maybe just for the heck of it, we can end it on a strikeout.
All right. Fastball, that just misses. Ball 1.
Usually in the 7th inning, the plate gets a little bigger for the umpire, so I thought we might get that call.
That one swung on and popped up. Shortstop Garcia looks like he's under it and makes the catch, and that's going to be the baseball game. Suwannee will take game 1 of the 3-game series 9-4.
Back with more after this on rivercountrysports.com.
Hi, my name is Catherine Haney. My grandfather and my dad, Wes Haney, have been selling and servicing Chevrolets in the Suwannee Valley area since 1968.
I'm here with my brothers, Weston and Jonathan. We want to tell you why Wes Haney Chevrolet is the best place to buy a car.
At Wes Haney Chevrolet comes down to 2 things: low prices and excellent customer service. You are a part of the family just as much as we are. Your happiness is my dad's first priority. He will always fight to make sure you get the best deal and the best experience.
My dad doesn't play games and he doesn't charge dealer fees, so we can always get you the best price. We have amazing incentives this month to put together a great deal on any Chevrolet car, truck, or SUV. The best built, longest lasting vehicles on the road. We guarantee a better deal and customer experience than you can get anywhere else.
We would love to show you our beautiful selection of new and used vehicles. We are located in Live Oak, Florida on Highway 90 East. I can guarantee our dad will give you the best deal, and we are excited to earn your business.
This is Wes Haney, and as always, no dealer fees and no games. Come see my team at Wes Haney Chevrolet.
Suwannee Baseball here in River Country is sponsored in part by Kevin Green, Elite Outdoor Buildings. Whether you're looking for a carport or a place to park your RV or a barn dominium or a garage, a utility, maybe a building for your residential or commercial use. I mean, whatever the case may be, you'll find quality steel buildings on sale now at Elite Outdoor Buildings in Lake City, Perry, Chiefland, and in Live Oak on US 129 North. Call this number, 386-270-8430. 270-8430 online. You'll find them at EliteOutdoorBuildings.com. Well, big win tonight, boys. Suwannee got it done.
Got it done in, 5-run fashion.
A game that should not have been that close.
Yeah, you can look back on both sides. Both teams had opportunities to score here and there a little bit more. But, Suwannee showed some resiliency after, giving up 4 there that 1 inning and just came right back and never flinched. So that's good to see. A lot of confidence going forward. And this new 3-game, this is new to everybody, this 3-game series. So it's going to test the depth of your pitching staff possibly, and look forward to seeing what's going on tomorrow night as well.
No doubt. Hey, for the latest official news about the Florida High School Athletic Association, about Florida high school sports, including updated brackets and the baseball championships, visit FHSAA.com, the official website of the Florida High School Athletic Association. That's www.fhsaa.com. Catch live and on-demand postseason coverage of Florida high school sports at www.nfhsnetwork.com. Brought to you by the NFHS Network, the official online partner of the FHSAA. We'll take a timeout here. Be back with Coach Moran after this. Suwannee Baseball on RiverCountrySports.com.
First Federal Bank is your partner in helping your business grow and assist with financial overhead. With person-to-person customer support, top-of-the-line banking services, and digital tools, your money is never out of reach and always safe. For over 60 years, we've been financing community businesses and partnering with growing franchises to provide stability and expansion opportunities. Bank with real people so you can focus on running your business.
Everybody's always claiming to offer the top insurance, the lowest rate, blah, blah, blah. Well, cut the game and go to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. Jeff is an independent agent, meaning he can shop around to get you the best price for the coverage you need. With access to major carriers like Auto Owners, Progressive, Travelers, and Mercury, stop with those cold 800 numbers. Discover the personal difference with the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency. US 129 North in Live Oak. Call 364-2886 or visit JeffTippinsinsurance.com.
And we're back live here at Booster Field, and the Bulldogs come away 9-5 victory, and Green is going to get the win, and we're going to face these guys again tomorrow night, and we'll find out from Coach Moran who's going to be going in the game. And we really don't have a player of the game, but there were some plays of the game. And Garcia picking that ball up off of Green's foot and getting the third out with runners on second and third. That was kind of the nail in the coffin for Baldwin. And then we made the double play the next inning. And that was pretty much it. We started the game, Green was a house on fire, struck out the first three guys, but then the next inning, can't walk that leadoff hitter.
Yeah. And we're now joined by Coach Billy Moran. Coach, congratulations on first step in getting through this new format, game one victory. It's always good to get the first win at home. Best 2 out of 3 coming back here tomorrow night. What are your initial thoughts on tonight's game, just right off the bat?
Man, I'm proud of my guys. I felt like we had an offensive presence all night. We battled all night. I don't think we had a week out. We had some guys strike out and didn't get their desired result, but I don't feel like any of our guys went in there and were easily defeated. We got 2 strikes. We're just battle, foul balls. I mean, heck, Kyler Watson hits the home run with 2 strikes on him. Just really proud of our willingness to fight no matter what. So really proud of them. Giving up that 4 spot, that's tough when you go 4 runs and you give up 4 and tie it up. They had all the momentum. And I'm just really proud of my guys for holding their composure and not getting away from their game.
Hey, how about the play with the ball that was hit off of Green's foot?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. It just worked out great for us.
Absolutely. Green got off to a great start tonight, struck out the first 3 batters, and then battled after that second inning, the 4 spot, like you said. And it just felt like that you could tell we were going to be in for a dogfight, but Suwannee just kept the foot on the gas offensively and just pitched in and out of some trouble there coming in there at the end. Jace was able to close the door, so to speak.
Yeah. Grayson was up in the zone that second inning, and anytime you're up in the zone against a junior and senior heavy team, which they are, you're going to give up some barrels. And he could tell that. He was just, he didn't have his best stuff, but he battled and fought his way through it. And we knew he could do that. That's why we left him out there. It's just a in-game adjustment that he had to make, and he made it. He did a fantastic job.
Yeah, he did. And I tell you what, I'm unfortunately for him probably, but Tom gave your son a nickname, Little Billy. I was like, oh my gosh,
oh boy,
Little Billy. So I don't know.
I couldn't remember his first name, so I knew his daddy's name.
Yeah, no doubt.
And so he had a great night at the plate.
Yeah,
I felt like every single hitter we sent up to the plate tonight had at least one really daggum good at bat, and a lot of them had quality at bats top to the bottom.
I mean, that's my biggest proud moment is, the quality at bat. If you look at the charts, I mean, we had almost every single one. We had a lot of quality at bats, and we made it very tough. And that arm that they threw out there was good, and the second arm was really good too. So, I mean, they had some quality pitchers. We were just able to put a lot of good barrels on some balls. Bonds coming up with that clutch double there, scoring 2. I mean, that's just big time, and that's what we're just preaching, to our guys. We're really deep, trusting your teammates. We can all hit,
And Coach Moran, are you going to walk somebody's number 2 hitter to face their number 3 hitter?
I mean, listen, here's the thing. We were going to steal as a first and third situation. We were going to steal second anyways. And first base would have been open. So whether they put him on intentionally or whether they just pitch him really, really tough, they wouldn't mind walking him there. If you play the numbers, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, I don't think I would have thrown to Jace right there after he went, backside, and then pull side, all barrels. I mean, that's tough.
Yeah.
So
3 good at bats.
Well, that's why they pay you the big money.
yeah, sure.
Big dollars. Hey, so with the new format, it's going to test the depth possibly of some pitching staffs and things. I don't know what you know about how much you guys know about Baldwin's depth, but do you have a game 2 starter for us already?
Yeah,
be a game time decision.
Colton Rogers is going to be our game 2 starter, and then it's going to be the whole arsenal after that.
Gotcha.
I would venture to say that if we get into a game 3, we'll still have Jace available. But for tomorrow, I mean, we got a stable full of ponies ready to go, and hopefully we can get into their bullpen because I mean, I don't know how deep theirs is, but I do know how deep ours is, and ours is pretty deep.
Yeah, I'd stack ours up against them any day.
100%.
So Rogers goes to the mound. Who goes to left field? What's going to be the starting 9? Does it change or that just changes
Tom,
positions?
You act like I'm looking that far ahead. I'm not looking that far ahead. I got to sit down and talk with my coaches and strategize and all that good stuff. So, yeah, I mean, we'll see. It just depends on what we're feeling. I usually work that out with my coaching staff.
All right. Now, do they have a lefty they can throw?
Who's that? The other team?
Baldwin.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea.
All right. So, congratulations, Coach, on game 1 win. Looking forward to hopefully shutting the door and moving on in game 2 tomorrow night. Good luck, and what a great night tonight for baseball. The ball was traveling pretty well early, and man, just exciting. It's new to everybody. Yeah. It's a new format to everybody in the state, so we're adjusting to it, and I think we're built for a series. So it's exciting to see what happens, and good luck tomorrow night.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Also, want to give a shout out to all the fans. I mean, we packed the house. I mean, it was a great playoff environment. It's really good to see all these people out here at the Doghouse to support us. So we appreciate it, and we appreciate you guys covering and streaming the game for us.
You're gonna go back to the dugout and watch it?
Oh yeah, 100%. I'll probably be here for another 3 hours. So,
all right, thanks, Coach.
All right, guys, take it easy. Thanks,
sir. All right, for Matt Campbell and Tom Daniels, Wayne Luttrell, take it away.
Yeah, no doubt. Great game tonight. I enjoyed that one. Rooting for Paxton. We'll see what happens. I just looked for a score. No score yet from that game. Of course, that's a different time zone.
Yeah, like 6 hours behind us over there.
For at least an hour.
Just east of California.
I'm not expecting Paxton to pull off that upset, but I'm rooting for him.
That's right. We can always pull for it.
There you go. Hey, appreciate you guys doing the broadcast tonight. I hope you enjoyed the game. That was a good one.
It was a good game. We enjoyed it.
No doubt about it. That's going to wrap it up from here. I want to thank all of our sponsors. Thanks to the Jeff Tippins Insurance Agency, First Federal Bank, Bobby Corbett's Home Center. Thanks to J&W Automotive, Rapid Fiber Internet, Wes Haney Chevrolet. We appreciate Papa John's Pizza, the UPS Store of Live Oak, Beef O'Brady's. Also want to thank Farm Bureau Insurance, Kevin Green, Elite Outdoor Buildings, also Oak Hill Farm, the wedding venue. Appreciate them. And, of course, Ben Newman at G&W Site Prep. So for Tom Daniels, for Matt Campbell, I'm Wayne Luttrell. I want to thank our streaming producer, Sawyer Brooks. Did an outstanding job tonight. Our camera operators tonight were John Koch and Dusty Morgan. Our executive producer, as always, and running the scoreboard on the stream, Miss Tammy Neal. We'll see you tomorrow night for Game 2 of the series. Hope you join us then here